My name is Kaili. I grew up in Po'oa and I went to high school at Roosevelt. In elementary, I was like the academic star. I loved school incredibly. And then once middle school hit, I kind of got in my awkward stages, and so I kind of didn't like school as much. When I started high school, my freshman year to my sophomore year I had my family and I had the support and I had people by me, and it was great. And then towards the ending of my sophomore year, things kind of got rough with my family. So I had to start working right off the bat. So I had 2 jobs and I was balancing that throughout my junior and senior year. All I wanted to do was make money and pay bills and work and just do all the things for my family that they did for me all these years. So school wasn't as important, it wasn't a priority, and I kind of was in and out of school. I'd be gone for a week and I'd come back for a day and be gone for 2 weeks and be back for a day because I was just so tired because I was working such long hours. So when I graduated, it was just, I knew I was going where I was going and I didn't care. All of my friends were going to universities, everyone had these scholarships, and I didn't, because I knew that I didn't try that hard. I knew that I didn't work as much to get to where they were, and that was fine. I was very hopeless, or I felt I was very hopeless because of the way that everyone kind of looked at me and the way that family kind of looked at me, they didn't think I was going to go anywhere when, once I graduated, the first question that came out of my brother's mouth was, "Are you even going to school? What are you doing with your life?" kind of a thing. And I think, when that came up, and even for that question to come up in the first place, it's you already know, they lost faith or they lost hope in me. I've actually never applied for a scholarship before in my life, so receiving something based on my personable answers it was incredible. It was just, I did this on my own. I didn't need help from anybody else, and it was that one moment where it's yeah, I can do it by myself. I was relying on so much other people for so long in my life that finally accomplishing something on my own was just it was such an impeccable feeling. I think I didn't realize the kind of horrible student I was before until I went back to my old high school actually recently. And I talked to my teacher and he's like, "So, are you going to school?" And I was like, "Yes, I am actually." And I got a scholarship and I'm going and my first year's paid, and and he's like, "What?" And he's so moped too, so this is how he's talking to me, "You're a junk student, in my class, all you do is sleep, and now what? You going to school?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." I actually stay up now, and I actually going to school, and my professors are awesome, and yeah, so he was very, very impressed with me, and I think it just made me feel better about myself too, because I actually didn't realize, yeah, I was a junk student. I really didn't do anything. I got good grades, but it was high school, so you didn't really have to do that much. But college, yeah, he was very impressed with me. So I think it was definitely an eye-opener as to where I want to be. I'm thinking about going into travel industry management, or that was kind of always a thought from the beginning of when I started school. But I actually took on ASL, American Sign Language, this semester, and I love it. I absolutely adore it, and I actually would want to get a liberal arts degree with a concentration in deaf education. So with that, I think it would be awesome to work with. I love working with children. I love working with people. I love to talk to people. So I think it would be super awesome to be able to communicate with others as well. And I think learning that culture, it definitely was an eye-opener too, because deaf people are just as discriminated against as, minorities. With this program, it let me know that I actually had family, or let me know that I actually had people around me to help me through, my journey. And looking back at how I was and looking at the future and seeing, meeting new friends and getting new people and resources and stuff, it definitely shocks myself to see where I am,